Well, hi. Uh, we're waiting. We're waiting on Holly a little bit. She should be back soon. Soon.
I am back.
You are back. Okay, you are back. I had things deafened because I also got up to go grab some things. Hi, Zale. Hi, welcome.
I'd say,
Okay. One thing I gotta do is... Gotta correct the capitalization. Man. Okay. I'll just shift over a little bit so that way I'm not like right on top of you. Need people to see how cute you are. Okay. Okay. So we should be good to go. We're gonna do the Valhalla stuff because the game there's an event. It happens. Collaborations between, just like VTuber collabs, the video games do collabs. So in this, the girls from Valhalla are in the gun girls game. They're in it. They're doing it.
it's happened once before, right?
Are the German tanks carrying beer? I have not. I don't think I've seen that, but it sounds like a thing that would happen. It sounds understandable. So, what we're gonna do is sort of get... we're gonna sort of get, like, kind of right into it. Anthropomorphized tank and German barmaid outfit. Okay, so, funny you should say that. There is a game like that, similar to Girls Frontline, but about tanks. It does exist. I know it exists. I haven't played it. Okay, so Valhalla, if you don't know, is a sort of visual novel style. I don't think it's Panzer Frontier. I think it's like... It might be something like Panzer Maiden or something like that, but I'm not positive. Don't quote me on that because that might also be something entirely different. I know it exists. But anyway, Valhalla is a like first person sort of it's a first person sort of visual novel style game where you as the main character are Jill, or you are playing out Jill's life, where she is a bartender in Glitch City, I think is what it's called. And so you serve drinks to people and you learn their stories, and there's like kind of maybe some dating things. I've never like actually gotten through everything.
Dating. Do you get to date your coworkers?
I think you can. You can date your boss. You can date.
Nice.
You can date. So okay. So let's see here. So okay. Well, that's the event. Hold on. We'll go back to the main menu. Can you date alive? I mean, I hope your date would be alive. It'd be weird if they weren't. But anyway. So important information. The Valhalla event. Stuff and things. Valhalla. So you play in Valhalla. It's fine. I got it. I got it. I was making a counter joke. Anyway, Jill Stingray is the girl you play as in Valhalla. She is bartender. She does the bartendy things. Dana Zane is the owner of the bar you work at, so she's your boss. Sei Asagiri is sort of a police officer type deal in the city. They're like, I forget what exactly they're called, but it's something like White Knights or whatever. Stella Hoshi is a red-eared cat girl with robotic elements throughout. I think she works at a firm that makes the armor that these the police officer type peoples use, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I haven't gotten that far. Yes, she does have hair drills. Also, there's I'll show you later. Dorothy is a sex robot in that she is a robot and she sells herself for money. She does that because she can.
I had no idea.
Holly, is your thing broken? Your thing might be broken.
Which thing?
You're reactive.
Oh.
Do I not have your right reactive? Because I don't see you lighting up. Okay, I mean, you work at a bar. You run into, like, all sorts of different people.
Should I go get my link again?
Yeah, if you wanna.
What's the thing called?
Fujitech.
Or...
It's like the Fujitech reactive thing. And then, Alma. Alma's also Nord. Nord. Yes, I'm not... Holly does giggle quite a bit, and it's very cute. But I have not seen her Fujitech reactive happen the way that it should. Okay. Copy that. Looks right. Can you do a speak? Okay. Okay, do it again. Okay. I have no idea why that's not working. But okay. Weird. Okay. These are the girls of the Valhalla that will appear in this event. There's also Red Sheba, and Black Cat 4. Black 4 is Jill's cat. Rad Sheba is a patron of the bar. They speak, and you can serve them drinks in the game.
That seems normal.
Yes, it's very normal. It's a fancy future city, blah blah blah. Whatever. I'll have to figure out the reactive. Oh, Dinazane and Alma, yeah. So let's... yeah, Danazane. Danazane is also, like, super... So, here are the special outfits that you can get as well for the girls. So, Danazane has her, like, wrestling outfit. Got wrestling outfit. Alma's got a schoolgirl outfit. And then these two just, like, swap their clothes, which is fun. And then magical girl Jill. Zale has found a winner. All right. Well, the event is kind of long, because it's very story driven, and so we're going to be doing story. This is not in any way associated with the story of the main game. So that's why I've labeled this as like a special event sort of thing, quote unquote, because it's not in line with my other Girls Frontline stuff too much, but it will probably fall in that. Gaydu. Gaydu, a new term for gay gyarus. So we're gonna kind of go like right into it, because this might take a while. There's like a lot of stuff. I might not be able to like actually finish out this event because my account is very new, and it sounds like there's a lot of like super strong, heavy units later on in the event that are going to be tricky for an account like mine, which doesn't have very many strong units that are needed to get the stuff done. So I'll try to do as best I can. My goal really is just to get all 5 of the girls and the like fairy that you can get, because fairies are very helpful. Which we haven't really explored yet because that's like sort of later game stuff. But anyway, we're gonna start going. Also, if you'll notice, this music in the background is a remix of the Valhalla soundtrack. It's very good. Valhalla has a lot of good music. The OST for Valhalla is great. You should listen to it because it's very... There's a lot of like different sort of tracks. And we'll see later. I will also play Valhalla with you sometime, because Valhalla is a game that I do need to finish, considering I own it like 3 times over, including the imported Japanese version on Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I should probably finish the game since I bought it so many times, you know.
Bought it 3 times, finish it at least once.
Yeah. I mean, but I like the game. I like the aesthetic. It's cool.
That is cool.
Can I just pay for it? Like, I mean, people do that with I did that with Skyrim too. I have like multiple copies of Skyrim, and I have not like quote unquote beaten it, so it's fine. It's whatever.
Happens.
Okay. Danazane we can get for our didgeridoo tutorial. So we're gonna get going. We're gonna just jump right in and get going, because this is gonna be very, very story focused. So I can't promise how long that this is gonna take. It might take more than an hour. It might take less than an hour. Depends on how fast I can read. And actually, since I have you here, I could have you help me read some of these things. I mean, if you don't want to, you don't have to. I can.
You read so much better than I do.
I don't know. I don't know if that's true. But anyway. We'll get going. We'll get going on the didgeridoos. Confirm the start.
Why is it called didgeridoos?
I don't know. Anna, shh. Hey, look over here. Hey, how's this for an entrance? The game's already begun, and while you don't need to worry about first impressions, you still need to put your best foot forward with the players. Alright, I know you don't quite understand what's going on, so let me explain to you. The story that's going to unfold will have nothing to do with your memories. You will be appearing in a bizarre and brand new world, and both the identities of you and your friends, and your relationships with them, won't be quite the same as you remember. So this is essentially like, hey, this is going to be different than Valhalla, so it's not in canon with Valhalla. Don't worry about it. It's essentially what this is going on about. You will even make a few new friends, namely those Griffin dolls. You may end up going on a mysterious adventure together, and you may even end up getting into great danger. But like I said before, 90% of life lies in how you react to it. So what is the bright side of this? I'm not sure myself. Perhaps it'll fall into your lap, as long as you maintain your focus. Good luck, Julianne and Joe. And good luck to this world. Are we there yet? Heh, you scared, GRMP5? Let's keep moving. Our tour guide is waiting for us up ahead. It's too dark here, and it's all ruins. I wonder what happened here in the past. Our tour guide's already said that nobody's been here for a long time. Besides, you have nothing to worry about with me here. Ah! Flashlight! Where's the flashlight? MP46 turns on the flashlight with fumbling fingers. What the heck? You scared the crap out of me. They're just bones of the natives. I thought it'd be the wreckage of SF Dingergate again. Viking, the truth is, you're actually scared of the dark too? Am I right? As if. How could anyone live in Griffin City if they were scared of the dark? I'm just worried that I might not have enough power. After all, I was only at 79% charge when we set out. In any case, I'm not afraid of being caught or made to push sand around as long as I can escape that boring protest. We should have gone somewhere safer, like the Statue of Liberty or the pyramids. What's so interesting about those hunks of rock? The pyramids don't even have electricity.
They don't even have Wi-Fi.
They don't even have Wi-Fi. Just hang on to me a bit more, GRMP5. This is an adventure that only we can complete. And I trust our tour guide. She's one of the coolest natives of Griffin City. Thank you, though I'd prefer to be called an explorer. Ladies, I'm certain the way ahead is very safe. Nobody came this way for at least 3 years. 3 years? As I thought. It was all since that time. Yes, my adorable little dolls. If you had subscribed to the Augmented Eye, you would have seen all kinds of nonsense about the end of the world and what lies ahead of you. And this little bit of truth that they contain... And what lies ahead of you is the little bit of truth that they contained. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to scan all of this afterwards and tell all my friends in Griffin City. I'm just a little afraid that SF might actually show up here. I've seen the martial law imposed over the surrounding areas. I think you wouldn't even be able to find them if you wanted to. Alright, you two, hang on a bit. I'm firing up the authentication system. Words. Beep.
Big words.
The electronic door opens. You can actually authenticate without an electronic module? I know dolls don't take history lessons on the natives, so allow me to remind you that before the end of human civilization, our kind possessed superior security access. I'm sorry, I still don't understand the phrase human civilization. It sounds just like meat-eating giraffe to me. A meat-eating giraffe that wants to neck.
Wants to neck.
It does, so bad. That's why I prefer to stick with how Augmented Eye calls it. Humans were the slaves of an alien civilization, and the only purpose of their existence was to create all kinds of wonders upon the spherical water garden of their masters, as well as us. The only section of the Augmented Eye worth reading now is the one about prehistoric animals. The topic about cougars last week covered the difficulties of life for older women among the natives. It was pretty interesting. Cougars, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, cougars.
Yeah, those cougars. Yeah.
Ah, sorry. You don't you don't like addressing you as a native, do you, Miss Tour Guide? Why would I mind? It's the truth. A lot of the original residents don't like being called that because of the past. Humans burned the homes of the natives here and stole their land. Those are the actions of civilized men. Fortunately, human civilization has long since died out. However, if you want to go somewhere next time and want to contact me, you might do well to remember my name. Look. This isn't your tour guide pass, is it? Of course not. It's a medal from my wrestling days. Wait a minute. Are you the Dana Zane? As in, the Red Comet that defeated Mark 48 in the Grand Slam? Heh, I told you, didn't I? She's the coolest native of Griffin City. Dana will do. The rest is just my job code. Unlike you guys, I don't make the weapon I wield part of my name. Alright, we're almost here. Look closely, you two. What you're about to see is the final miracle of human civilization. The Earth computer. Well, what's left of it. Wow. But I don't see anything other than a pile of electronic debris. This place is really beat up. What on earth happened here? All I can see is signs of devastation. Wait a minute. These scratches. They are left by SF. Or Sang this Ferry. Sorry for kind of breezing over that abbreviation. So the bad guys, the typical bad guys of Girls Frontline. What? Ah, wait. The electronic debris. It's Sang this Ferry wreckage, isn't it? What? Eh? You guys, did you hear something? Tap, tap, tap. Footsteps echo through the empty room. But Viking? Ah, what is it? I hear something. It's coming from somewhere. Don't tell me. It's Sang this Ferry. Those electronic monsters that love eating humans and dolls. Have the rumors already become so exaggerated? Shh. By the cables over there. Is that its shadow? It's a really big shadow. It just looks big because of the light behind it. Hi! Keep away from me! Oh, it's your MP5. Wait for me. Ah! The core elevator's on the right. It runs directly from the East Asian continent to Venezuela. I'll find you and settle the rest of the bill and tips later. After watching the two dolls scream as they vanish into the distance, Dana turns around. So, who the hell are you guys? I haven't fought SF in a long time. Hopefully I won't have to face too many at once. Ugh. Hopefully there won't be any more than 10 of you. Otherwise I'll have to get serious. The suspicious shadow slowly comes into view. Batteries. Huh? Give me batteries. Thump. A frail doll collapses in front of Dana. 10 minutes later. Are you awake? Where am I? You're on my back, and I'm in the core elevator. We just passed the granite layer, and we'll be reaching the surface soon. What happened? Beats me. You crawled out of the ruins of the Earth computer and scared my two customers away. Why can't I move? That's because you're out of power. I need to carry you out of here to get some sun. Then, who are you? Dana Zane, native of Earth, female, age 17. Today I'm a tour guide for prehistoric relics. 17? You look... Allow me to rephrase that. My age is 17 plus a number that would make me gouge your neural cloud out to make soup with if you knew it. Then I have another question. Who am I? You don't remember? Maybe your memory module went into emergency sleep mode because you were low on power. Once you get a nice big helping of sunshine on the beach, you'll have lots of time to think it over. Ding! You have reached the surface of the Northern Hemisphere. Please ensure you have all of your personal belongings and weapons. Dana puts down the doll on her back. Why is there sand everywhere? It's a long story. Do you remember anything now? Super Shorty.
That explains the name Super Shorty.
She is a Super Shorty shotgun.
Yeah.
Super Shorty grabs a handful of sand from the ground and then watches it slip through her fingers. It's not like sand. What is this? Hey, darling, who are you? Why are you hiding in the Earth computer room? I still can't remember anything. Right. Looks like you've laid there for about 3 years and the environment ate away your neural cloud. But no need to worry. I'll give you an answer. You should be Super Shorty. What? Don't call me short. Sorry. I was talking about your name, Super Shorty. Look at the weapon in your hands. The one which you were holding onto all this time. Aren't all Griffin dolls named after weapons? Perhaps. I don't like this name very much, but at the very least the weapon feels very familiar. That was the purpose of your creation, do you remember? Yes, I do remember. I'm a Griffin doll, and everyone addressed us by the name of our weapon. Therefore, my name is Super Shorty. I'm a tactical doll made to protect humanity. Protect humanity? I'm guessing your memories registered all the way back to your factory default. Just then, the sound of an engine roaring in the distance is heard. Something's coming. It's the sound of White Knight mechanized units. We can't stay around here. Come with me. Who are the White Knights? They're Griffin City's police force. They include dolls and humans among them, but most of them are made of emotionless machines. Considering the present state of the world, it's easier to think of them as the World Police. Then why do we have to run? Yeah. You really are a good girl, aren't you? Dolls that take in too much sunshine become lazy and no longer wish to return to Griffin City to partake in the entertainment activities. They grow to hate social interactions, and their neural clouds close themselves off from everyone. Therefore, the White Knights periodically search the stretch of the desert, and if your battery charge is greater than 80%, then I'm terribly sorry, you'll have to burn it off through forced labor. I'm not interested in entertainment. Don't tell me that's illegal, too.
No fun allowed?
No, you have to have fun. Fun permanently required.
I have to.
You have to have fun.
Fun sounds so bad.
Those are the rules set by the Prime Minister. Griffin City doesn't need people who can't face the end of the world with a smile. Then, what should we do? I may have broken the wall without even knowing it, but that doesn't mean I can't just run off, can I? Sorry, but you don't get to make the call. What? Dana scoops up Super Shorty and dumps her into a nearby car. Hold on, Shorty, I'm going to show you around. And get you familiar with this world while we avoid those White Knights. We're breaking the law, Miss Dana Zane. Humanity won't condone a doll breaking the law, apart from you.
Yeah, do crime.
We're just logically evading an illogical part of this world. Not to mention, most of humanity won't mind either, as they're all extinct anyway. 10 minutes later, Dana's car races over the desert carrying Super Shorty. Hey, how are you feeling now, Shorty? Don't call me Shorty. Honestly, did you just say humanity is extinct? Most of us are gone, along with our civilization. I don't get it. What happened? It's not important. It already happened a few centuries ago. According to the history that the dolls voted on, it was in the year 3029, a group of higher-ups in the environmentalist movement decided to categorize herbivore animals as citizens. After that, several elephants transmitted an experimental virus to mankind in a religious carnival, and they mutated. Human civilization was destroyed by elephants? No, I heard that the human rights organizations back then refused to cleanse the zombie infectees that were born from the virus, and even insisted on giving them voting rights because they were the majority. And then, 5 years later, during a joint military exercise, the First Lady of the operation wore perfume that the zombies were allergic to, and then there was a world war. And then, who knows? We don't even know which year was 3029. I don't know what to say, Miss Dana Zane. I'm terribly sorry. Save it. Did we ever tried to comfort the mammoths or the Griffalodoths? Hell no. We even drove the dodos to extinction with our own hands. Laugh if you want. It's your era now. I won't laugh. I'm not a human like you. It's just that I'm not sure how much history I've missed. Weren't humans supposed to be the ruling life forms of Earth? You used to be able to do whatever you wanted. Not anymore. Of the 300,000 users currently registered in Griffin City, humans only make up about 1% of them. We're nothing more than the so-called natives. We're no longer the owners of this land. What about the remaining 99%? There are Griffin dolls like you. They're everywhere. There's also a few androids like Lulem and whatnot. How could Griffin dolls have survived so long with such poor interaction efficiency? We can't even organize a picnic without humans.
Aww.
Many years ago, the Earth computer appointed a Lilum as the Prime Minister in order to improve the dull living environment. The reasoning behind... text is changing. The reasoning behind the Lilums... The reasoning behind that, Lilums have superior processors that dolls and possess a thought compatibility comparable to human beings. In truth, she did keep our city running, but only with regard to entertainment activities. She left everything else to the White Knights. At first, everyone felt like this was pretty good, because the White Knights were more than enough to ensure security, so everyone didn't need to do much more than get drunk out of their minds in Griffin City every day. But after the Earth computer went missing, a lot of terrible things happened, and the Prime Minister didn't have any constructive plans to rectify the situation. The Earth computer? Yep. Before my great to the nth power ancestors off themselves, they built the Earth computer. It was used to manage and carry out the various processes of Earth, such as its magnetic field, its ocean currents, the day and night cycle, and of course, the weather. That sounds insane. Logically speaking, that thing should have destroyed the world by now. Perhaps, but after they invented that computer, the entire Earth was under the full control of mankind. They could make it sunny if they wanted, they could make it rain if they wanted. They could go to the Sagittarius to watch a meteor shower and come back if they wanted. It was trivial for them. Even after our civilization went extinct, the Earth computer could continue operation on its own, so the dolls of Griffin City had ruled Earth for a very long time. But, if that were the case, then why are there deserts everywhere on the surface? I don't see anything else. I should be asking you that question, but unfortunately, you've lost your memories. Hi, Ari. Hi, Ari. Bye, Ari. We're trying.
Have a good shift.
Have a good work. The Earth computer went missing 3 years ago. It was supposed to be the place where I found you 10 minutes ago. And then a whole mess of problems happened to Earth. For starters, Earth couldn't move anymore, both in its orbit and its own natural rotation. All it could do was stay still in space like a balloon stuck against a ceiling. How could you laugh about this? Still, shouldn't Earth have been doomed a long time ago? Forget it. My knowledge base doesn't seem too applicable here. Who cares? We survived at the very least, but that was only the beginning of our problems. The next day, the sky started to rain sand. At 8 a.m. on the 10th day of every month over the northern hemisphere. Then the sands spread all over the globe. Over these 3 years, 90% of Earth's surface became covered in sand. Even for the dolls, the world became inhospitable, so all they could do was pop out to get some sun every now and then, sometimes get buried in the sand rains, and they'd have to ask the Valkyries to dig them out. But you don't look worried at all. If this keeps up, it really will be the end of the world. It's not like we can do anything about it. Besides, it takes a few more years before the southern hemisphere is completely buried, and nobody's trying to find a solution. They're all too busy enjoying the entertainment. The dolls now spend their days partying in Griffin City on the southern hemisphere, and then charging themselves up in the sun in the deserts of the northern hemisphere, and the dolls with too much battery charge are tasked with pushing the sands into the sea. If I was Prime Minister, I'd think of some way to solve this problem. I'm sure there are people that think the same thing as you do. After all, there are hundreds of thousands of thinkers in this world that haven't been buried in the sands yet. However, the sand's been piling up outside Griffin City over the past few months, and people have started to protest our Prime Minister's lack of action. It's too late now. They shouldn't have entrusted their destinies to a computer and an entertainment robot. It's no wonder I didn't see anyone in the desert. You won't find anyone out here except white knights, but... Wait, do you hear the sound of engines? 2R7. There's more than one sound, and from different models.
Uh-oh.
Jericho. Architect of Sangham's Ferry Manufacture, you have nowhere to run. Cease your resistance immediately. Haha, are you really putting the pedal to the metal? You won't catch up with me at this rate. Come on, try harder. Ha, I didn't think we'd be so lucky. Those white knights weren't here to catch us, but to pursue that SF doll. Hold on tight, I'm gonna speed up. Eh? SF? I still have a few fragments of my memories remaining, and I have a feeling that I don't like them. Nobody likes them. SF dolls have always been the public enemy of the entire world. They specialize in attacking Griffin dolls and humans without any rhyme or reason. However, their time had ended since the global sand rains began 3 years ago. Right now, there's only one SF ringleader doll left by the name of Architect. So, the worst thing in the world... So she's the worst thing in the world apart from the sand. And she's right there.
Nice.
That makes her pretty dangerous, doesn't it? Then why are you so happy? Is there anything more enjoyable than being able to argue into agreeably and logically, though not too legally, take out the last bad guy in the entire world?
It is pretty fun.
Yeah. Probably. Take out the last bad guy ever? I think you're insane to fight with the city's police for a criminal. Dana, I don't remember anything, but I don't like this. I really hope you weren't a white knight before you lost your memories. Hold on tight. We're charging in at full speed. Ah! Hey! The speed. You must have modified this car, didn't you? Oh my, did a new player join us? I'm an old friend, Architect. I still remember you, going for round 2. Gladly, but those mooks of yours are really annoying. You brought a little helper of yours too. Look at her size. She's pretty cute. Don't call me short. Shorty living the short life.
Super short life.
Super, entirely short life. Come on, let's do this fair and square. The winner takes the opponent's life. I should remind you that natives only live once, so please drive safely, okay? Let the games begin. Come on, come on. Ha 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 ha. Okay, and now we finally get into the like actual
actual gameplay.
The actual game, which is going to be relatively simple. I already know kind of how to complete it, so here we go. Shubats! So all of the dolls that were featured are advantage. So Dana's advantage, but we don't have her yet. GRMP5, MP446, and Super Shorty. All are advantageous dolls to have. Like, they get, like, a little skill up. So all we have to do is get our little group over here, and then we win. So what we're gonna do is come up to there, and then we'll just hop around. I don't think I can do that. I think I gotta here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, so then we'll come up here, and then over there. And we'll just execute this plan. So then, now we can just sit back and watch, and it should work out. It should work out on its own. Oh hey, I brought an advantage doll. Yeah, look. MP446, she's here. I did it on accident. So, how are you liking the story so far?
It's what's the word? Detailed.
Yes. Quite. This is actually the first time like I've properly read through it, because in a lot of these events it's just like I just want the dolls, skip like as fast as I can through everything.
Yeah, like it's already been 45 minutes.
Yes.
And we're like only just getting to the first actual fight.
Yep. Oh, don't worry, there's more. Like I said, this is entirely going to be a lot of story, so if you feel like you need to dip out. Can they drink? Have you answered that? They should be able to drink, but we don't know yet. We haven't seen it. We haven't seen them do a drink. But considering that it's a bar game and they're the guns, potentially, they should be able to. Plus there's that's fine. We'll miss that one, but it's whatever. I mean, there's, M4A1. No, not M4A1. M16. She is very often depicted drinking whiskey, so I would assume they can drink. So in this event, we don't really get doll drops like we do in other events. We get a lot of equipment drops, so that's where a lot of this is coming from. Guns and drinks. A good not safe combo. A good combo, but probably not a safe one. You're welcome. Thanks, Para. Thank you.
Oh.
Okay. Look, she's right there. She's right there. She's so close.
That's
we can't go that way, so we have to end. Which means that the map is over. The chase continues with Dana and Architect's car neck to neck. The White Knights are behind them. Dana, ahead of you! It's a cliff! Hehe, you just won't let me go, will you? Of course, you're my final prey. Can you hold on tight, Shorty? What? What are you doing? What are you going to do? Exactly what you have in mind. That's right, you guessed it. I told you there's a cliff up ahead. Are you insane? You're a doll, so what? So what if you get broken in the fall? I'm worried about you! Who's going to get me out of here after this? Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. Hang on. Still not going to break, human? I'll bet 3 backup bodies that my reflexes are faster than yours, and I can afford to bet too. I agree. You'll definitely beat me in a game of chicken. But I don't intend to break. What? Darling, are you ready to go to hell with me? Ah! Bang. Dana's car crashes into Architect's, and both vehicles plunge off the cliff together.
Dana sure is cool.
She's a wrestler. Of course, she does wrestling.
Makes
Super
sense.
sturdy. Cough, 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 cough. Cahoom, cahoom. Many cahooms. Damn it, Dana, where are you? Beep, beep. Sorry, but the user you have called is not in network range. Architect, cough, cough. Architect dusts herself off and adjusts her hair. That was pretty fun, kiddo, but a single native and a shorty like you aren't enough to catch me. Now get out of my way, I've got a job to do. Super Shorty struggles to her feet and raises her weapon. First off, don't call me short again. Second, I won't let you leave this place. Oh? Have I snatched you before? I don't remember, but I only remember that I hate you. Isn't that ridiculous? I could understand if you hated Executioner, as she's always owed people money. But me, I'm a good girl who's done no harm to man or beast. I've never hurt anyone before. Now get out of my way or I'm really going to get mad. Dream on. I don't like opening fire at this range, but that doesn't mean I won't. You asked for this, kiddo. Bang. Thud. Architect wobbles, then collapses. Phew, you alright, Shorty? I knew carrying a baguette on me would end up coming in handy someday.
A baguette?
A baguette?
Just like...
You took down a doll with a loaf of bread? French, with sesame seeds added. Come on, Shorty. You did well. But don't take a risk like that in the future. A French baguette with sesame seed. Alright. I don't know why. I don't understand why I hate saying this fairy. Haha, who knows? You might really have been a white knight in the past, hmm? We don't have midgets like her among the white knights. You're late again, Jericho. Did your cars get all clogged up with sand? It's because we took a saner route. I'm getting used to seeing you in all kinds of godforsaken places, Dana. Well, I'm not used to seeing white knights show up, especially when they've got the same targets as me. We usually classify actions as yours as obstruction of police business. Really? I'd call it friendship. Only humans would believe in that sort of nonsense. What I want is something more concrete. Jericho kicks the unconscious architect. The target's head is intact. Take her back to the vehicle and scan her memory module. We finally seize the last SF. My car's a write-off. Would you mind fronting me a few repair fairies as payment? Thanks would be nice too, by the way. First off, this isn't your vehicle. Secondly, you showed up, messed up my plan, and let's not talk about how I'm going to arrest you if your arrest you if your strike to her head ended up damaging her memories. Dana, aren't you aware that the martial law specifies to not engage and hurt other party? So what did Architect do? Isn't being who she is enough to get arrested? And who is this midget anyway? Don't call me a midget! The natives have been forbidden from personally employing dolls since 100 years ago, Dana. Have you done relevant paperwork? I picked her up just now. She can't remember who she is, and I couldn't just leave her there for SF. That's good, so you won't mind parting with her for a bit then. What? Oi, she didn't absorb too much sunlight. Dana, we're the cream of the White Knights Unit 765, the Blitzkrieg Corps. We don't care about the dolls taking in too much sunlight. What I'm concerned about is the fact that any doll from the outside who made contact with SF might have been infected with the Parpling virus.
Parapluie.
Parpling. French.
It means umbrella.
Umbrella virus. Okay. Moreover, we have no idea her origins. I need to have my people take her to our Griffin City base for a checkup. The virus? The parapluie?
Parapluie.
Parapluie.
Yeah.
It's an electronic virus carried by SF. Once it infects Gryffindor, the supreme leader of Sanguis Ferry, the mastermind Eliza, will be able to freely control them as though they were an SF unit. Our unit's ultimate mission is to capture Eliza and put an end to the days of Sanguis Ferry menacing Griffin City once and for all. The SF we captured before didn't hold any intelligence about Eliza, but now the last FS has fallen into our hands. I'm sure the information we need is in her head. If we're lucky, we'll be able to capture Eliza today and end their reign of terror, but we need to perform the standard checks just in case. I wish you good luck in advance, Jericho. Also, can I accompany her back to base? Have you really only known each other for an hour? You sound more like her big sister. This is just how we natives are. Don't need to build affection or whatnot, but we do what we feel like. And besides, she's as cute as my Imoto. I understand. This is like how I still don't find myself liking you despite having known you for so long. You really are a stick in the mud as always, Jericho. But I quite like you, mainly when you're fighting to get me paid. As I've said before, you're interfering with police business. In any case, it's up to the Prime Minister and how to deal with her. Let me give her a call. Relax, Shorty. It's just a routine physical check. You'll only have to take off your coat at most. It's very likely you'll be able to keep your skirt on. I'm not scared. It's just, so much is happening at once. I'm not too sure what's going on. You'll be fine. Griffin City might be a mess, but at least you won't get... At least it won't get... It won't eat you like the sand. Bleh. Words. So much reading. Alright, congratulations, Dana. You've secured a gigantic payout for me? You and the kid can take my car back, and once the checkup's over, you can take her home. That's the payment I managed to negotiate for you. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the Lidlam Prime Minister's idea of a generous reward. Be content with it. The Prime Minister's been incredibly busy recently, and you're getting a ride from the world's elite White Knight unit. Hey, someone over there... Someone get over here and clean up the scene. Will we be going to Griffin City now? That's right, even though you still don't remember anything. Although... that would definitely be a good thing in Griffin City. The mission is finally over. First mission.
Hour-long mission.
Well, we did talk for quite a bit of time at the beginning, so...
That's true.
Current intel points are insufficient. Would you like to proceed to Valhalla to obtain more? No. So... So to advance, we have to get intel points to move forward. So now what we gotta do? Well, first things first. We're gonna go back to the main menu. Yes, yes. Keep going. We'll get these all collected up because I would like those. And then we'll come in here and get our mail, because in our mail we get our tactical doll of Dana Zane. So now we have Dana Zane to add to our teams.
Cool.
And she is a type shotgun. Just call me Dana, Commander. I don't quite understand your work, but let me know if I can help in any way. So we got a Dana. Yay.
Dana time. Too bad she doesn't have like an actual shotgun.
But she does.
What does she?
Unlock one shotgun. I have unlocked the shotgun. Let's go to the armory real quick. And sort by rarity. There's Dana, being a special. So... I mean, she does sorta kinda have a shotgun. Sorta kinda. It's her fist. Her robot arm fist is her shotgun. Yeah.
I see.
Yes.
That's fair.
Okay, so now we have come to the point where, so we've done our first mission. We have no intelligence points to continue like working forward in the game. So now what we have to do is go to Valhalla, which the cafe has been converted to Valhalla.
Right.
So see, this doll has the little like fancy icon above it. So we can talk to them to get that intelligence. So so now we're actually getting into like the Valhalla side of this collab event. So
I see.
So like we're dealing with the Valhalla girls, but they have implemented Valhalla elements in as well. So are you ready for the second part? We'll probably just leave it at like doing this today, and then
okay.
I'll like grind out the reward stuff later, like off stream, because I want to get, because like you can run the maps like a couple times to get like the fragments, like, or whatever. So we'll do this, and then maybe we'll come back and do some unlocky stuff tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're playing as Jill. I can't believe I fell asleep. Ugh, my stomach. I didn't think that can of pickle-flavored soda would take so long to digest. Whatever. Good thing there aren't any customers here yet. I need to sort out the jukebox first. So, which song would you like to listen to?
Every Day is Night. Sounds like a groovy one.
Can you hear it?
I can.
Quite groovy.
Good.
Yeah, like I said, the soundtrack is
Yay.
very nice in this game.
Nice.
Time to mix drinks and change lives. There's no response. Everything's quiet. Jillian took the day off, and the boss went out shopping, but she should have been back 10 minutes ago. Ladies and gentlemen, various expanses of air, I'm doing very well. Yes, yes, no need to worry about me. At least Anna isn't here, so I can... Hey, you! The washboard over there. You're under arrest. Oh, great. My first customer tonight won't be giving me a break. Hey, are you ignoring my threats? Are you referring to calling me flat-chested, or that I'm under arrest? If it's the former, I'm used to it. If it's the latter, you aren't even a white knight. But you're minding the bar by yourself. And I have a shotgun, so why aren't you scared of me? I'm just not as scared as as you'd like. If you're here for a robbery, then I'll just hand over the money and wait for my boss to come back and take care of things. If you're a serial killer, then you couldn't possibly have come to a godforsaken place like this. Haha, sounds like this bar has had its fair share of weirdos. No offense, but you're definitely not the strangest person I've seen. Wait a minute, you look like... You're not human. Oh, you could tell? But you're not a Lilim either. And what led you to that conclusion? You look more human than a Lilim, particularly in your body structure. And a Lilim's electronic synapses would be more sensitive in their reactions to the surrounding environment. Wow, you've got a good eye on you. I'm starting to like you, and by extension, this place as well. Then, can you give me a proper answer? Give me something to drink first. Let me see what's so special about this place. Also, what should I call you? Jill will do. Simple and easy to remember. Do you know how to make a sugar rush then, Jill? Of course. That's the first thing any BTC-trained bartender learns. Alright then, give me a glass of that. Or else I'll give you a speeding ticket. That's fine, wait a minute. I just woke up. Maybe I need a refresher in the basics. She wants a sugar rush to start with. Good thing that's simple enough to make. I need to find the recipe bookmark in the navigation bar on the upper left corner of the recipe book. Other than by their initial letters, I can also search quickly through recipes by flavors like sweet, or by types like manly. I then press the specified ingredients a number of times as indicated by the recipe and drag them into the shaker. After that's done, I press the mix button, and then press it again to finish mixing. Finally, I press the serve button to serve the drink. And that'll be all. Hey bartender? If I mess up during the process, I can press the reset button and blah blah blah. So this just is essentially telling you how to work the system that's coming up. If a certain drink needs to be blended, then I need to wait 3 seconds after pressing the mix button or shake the phone before passing it again. Yes, it uses the accelerometers in your phone to shake your drink.
Realistic cyberpunk bartending action.
Shaking the phone? What the hell am I saying? Miss Bartender,
Fine,
what are
Joe.
you talking about? Sorry, I'm just waking up. A moment, please. I'll get started right away. She said she wanted she wanted to see what's so special about this place, yet she asked for a sugar rush that you can find anywhere. So now we're into bartending mode. So this is like very a Valhalla screen. Like this is
Is it just exactly Valhalla? Like,
it's not exactly the same, but it's very similar.
okay.
So she said she wanted a sugar rush. So we go up here, search by name, sugar, S for sugar, rush. So we need 2 andaldehyde and 1 powdered delta. So 2 of those, a powdered delta, and then optional carmotrin. And the Carmotrin is like the alcohol equivalent for what this is, because because this is like fully synthesized drinks. Like that's the weird thing about Valhalla. It's a bar that fully synthesizes drinks, so there's no like real alcohol. But the Carmotrin is what essentially behaves like alcohol in the drink.
Okay. Like the stuff that gets people drunk.
Yes. And what you can do as well, and you can do it in this game too, you can make like doubles essentially. Like if you double up the ingredients, if you have enough space, you can make it like twice as big.
I see.
So like it says 2 and 1, but I can go 4 and 2 and then add all of the optional, because this is how I do it. When it says optional, just dump as much alcohol in it as possible. It's sweet. Sweet, light, and fruity. As girly as it gets. The sugar rush.
That's tasty.
So this all then needs to just be mixed up. So if it needed ice, selecting ice like that. Or if you want age, that's how you age it, if it says it needs to be aged. So then to mix, I just need to stop. Click the mix button, and then stop before 3 seconds goes, or else it becomes blended. So, bup, and there's our sugar rush. Just a pink, tall pink mass of very, very alcohol. And I can serve it. Wow, you actually made the drink. Ah, I like this. So this is a sugar rush, huh? I told you, it's just a basic drink. Then I'm looking forward to the next one, Miss Bartender. Could you tell me who you are now, Little Miss Devil? My name's M870. I'm an autonomous tactical doll made by IOP Company, currently employed by Griffin PMC as a combat operator. Griffin? Oh, I remember now. I saw the news, on the Augmented Eye yesterday. Zaibatsu Corp hired you to come here for testing and interaction work, right? Ding ding ding, correct. But did you actually have to read the news to learn that? Our people are everywhere in this city now. Well, given Zaibatsu Corp's track record, you probably would only be working in the wealthier districts, and I usually only go outdoors at nights. In any case, welcome to Glitch City and Valhalla. Then let me thank you. I rarely thank people, but this is the first welcome that I've received in Glitch City today. I can understand. Cold is probably the most friendly reaction that the majority of people here have towards security personnel. Hahaha, I know. I know for the people here. I know what the people here did to the White Knights before. She's actually laughing. So, is M870 your name, or is that the name of the shotgun you're carrying? Hehehe, you catch on fast. IOP's tactical dolls are named after the weapons they use. So it's the name of my gun and also my own name. So it's a real gun then? Oh, you're only getting nervous now, Miss Bartender? But unfortunately, we are one of the most professional PMCs in the world, and these guns have been refitted with all kinds of safety devices. So even if your severely self-destructive tendencies lead you to try and snatch my gun, it won't be able to help you complete the final step of your journey. I want to say that it's not the gun that worries me, but your personality. So, what are you doing in Glitch City? We do whatever the White Knights did. Patrolling, standing sentry, rescue, catching criminals, smiling at the citizens roll their eyes at us. You don't look like a doll who can handle that last one. Ah, straight to the point, aren't we? Everyone's different in their own way. I just felt like you didn't like beating around the bush. Ha ha ha, you're definitely my cup of tea, seriously. At first I was going to look around, but now I've decided to stick around a while longer. Give me another drink. A Mars Blast. Let me remind you that this is a strong drink. Is it alright for a doll to have something like that? We'll find out once we give it a try, won't we? She wants a Mars blast. I hope dolls, her model, don't go crazy when she's drunk. She's holding a real gun after all. So, yes, the gun robots can actually drink and get the drunk on the alcohol, probably.
Excellent. I'm glad they have that functionality built in.
It's a good functionality to have. Speaking of, we still need to go to a bar at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be summer there, so
Yeah.
it'll be easy to walk around. Maybe.
Okay, so Mars Blast time. So go to M's, or I guess I could go by flavor. No, by type. Well, I don't have any type information, so M for Mars Blast. So 6 Bronson extracts, 1 powdered Delta, 4 flank ride, 2 Carmotrin, and all blended. So mix, and then I gotta wait for 3 seconds, or I could have just hit the 1 button, but, you know, whatever. Stop. So there's our Mars Blast.
Oh, I like the color.
I bet. It's very spicy, apparently. Spicy, manly, and strong. Here, the Mars Blast you wanted. Wow. This is spicy. Just as you requested. But this doesn't mean I can't drink it. Take it easy and don't push yourself. I can make you another drink if you can't finish it. Besides, you're paying for it. Ooh, glug, glug. Ah, see? I did it. Should I applaud? You're quite the drinker. Hehe. You don't understand us at all, do you? It can't be helped. You're the first Griffin doll that I've served. This is my first day in Glitch City too, but I know... Blech. But now I know what the back of my... But now I know it like the back of my hand. So what do you think of Glitch City? Say whatever you want. That's fine, even if you call it a pile of crap. Nope, perhaps I might even be happy to hear that. I wasn't planning on saying that, although the streets are a dirty mess. The people don't treat me well, and it's hardly surprising for people to suddenly charge at me with a handgun in the middle of the night. Well, that is the reason why you're working here after all. That's right, but in fact, this place isn't really that wild, is it? And this city has a freshness to it. Other cities are either too clean or have too much fighting. You can't relax and enjoy the thrill in either of those cases. You work security and you want bigger thrills? Tut. Seems you don't quite understand. The more chaotic a place is, the more I can show off, don't you think? It seems like you enjoy that sort of thing. That goes without saying. Handling major crimes is a pain in the ass. But speeding and illegal parking aren't stressful at all. If you exceed a certain number as stated in the law, then I get to write you a ticket and slap the cuffs, even take a picture of your pissed off face. Ha! Then you might really be suited for life in Glitch City. We have illegal street racers and petty crooks everywhere. Frankly speaking, I don't know who's more suited for this city, between the White Knights and cops like you. Those White Knights? If you're talking about their non-human units, then they're just a bunch of military robots that should have been retired long ago. You can't keep order in a city with those things. This place needs dolls filled with warmth and kindness like me. I'm sure you get more attention than the helmeted White Knights after you arrive. Although, I'm willing to bet that if you went around the streets with a face like that, 9 out of 10 people would want to punch it, and the remaining 1 would reach for a baseball bat first. Would you like anything else? Do you have any specialties? Surely you wouldn't go into a restaurant and ask them which dish is good, right? That'd be a hard question to answer. But I would personally recommend a piano woman. Why? It's famous, and I have a Lilim friend who likes it very much, so I would like to know if a doll like you would like it too. Oh? You want to test me? We're not the same as Lilims, though. But if you call her a friend, then it sounds like I'm getting the same treatment as her. Bring it on, then. Let's give her Piano Woman. But why do I suddenly feel like a Piano Man would be better suited for her? After all, she's not quite like a DFC 12 class Lilim. Or DFC 72. Bleh. So, I think here I kind of get an option of either doing a Piano Man or a Piano Woman. Because you have both.
I guess it changes the dialogue.
Probably? Probably does. But she wanted a Piano Woman, so we'll go with a Piano Woman. Our 5 Andalide, our 5 Bronson Extracts, our 2 Powder Delta, 3 Flame Grenade, 3 Harmatrin, all aged and mixed. So this is a Piano Woman. But we'll reset that. So Piano Man is 2 Anhydride, 3 Boson Extract, 5 Powder Delta, 5 Flying Grenade, 3 Harpoon on the rocks, and mixed. And so this is a Piano Man. So there is a difference in the fancy glasses that they get too.
There is.
So I have made... I've served 2 drinks. We're working on the 3rd drink. So which drink should I make?
The Piano Woman was nice.
Okay, we'll do that since that's what she wanted anyway. So Piano Woman. 5, 2, 3. Oh, reset. Too many. And it doesn't matter the order you put them in. It's fine. It's fine. It's only Tuesday. You gotta be mindful about how many drinks you've had mixed. Little heart on the Piano Woman as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that, like, fade to black there, like, for a second, kind of makes me assume that the game is like, okay, this route now, instead of this other one.
Makes sense.
1 Piano Woman coming up. Wow, I thought I'd like cooler things, but this is really delicious. Also, yes, we found out that the gun robot girls can in fact drink and probably get drunk. Thank you. I'm very familiar with this. I'm very familiar with making this drink. May I ask you a technical question? I'm curious about dolls' neural clouds. Are they the same as those of Lilims? You mean in performance and the way they grow? Of course they're different. Let me put it this way. Lilim neural clouds grow in a more free-form way. While dolls, we have some factory settings, and while our personalities grow and change according to what we learn, there are some basic traits which are very hard to change. Like how you like giving people tickets? Is there anything in this world that's more fun than giving people tickets? you get to publicly and legally punish someone and profit from it. Which just makes it that much more enjoyable. At the very least, when it comes to taking joy in causing others problems, I guess she's not too far removed from many white knights. Do you really feel that punishing others is a fun thing? You'd have to ask the humans who designed me. At the very least, I don't feel guilty about it. A life like that sounds very simple. Heh, does it? I thought humans placed heavy value on the concepts of free will. Not all humans think that way, and they don't always think that way. What do you mean? It's like, they don't know why they suddenly get angry. Sometimes it's because of a work accident, or sometimes it's because of news unrelated to themselves. Sometimes they blow up because a person passing by wore shoes that didn't match their pants, yet they don't know where their anger comes from. You sound like one of those people. I don't deny that a lot of unimportant things set me off if they catch me at a bad time. Yeah, it's very heavy. Valhalla gets kind of heavy. Also, in like the actual Valhalla game, you do have to like balance rent stuff too, so that's fun. Like you have to make the right drinks and get good tips and pay your rent and other stuff. So it's a game. But you really are very interesting, which is why I feel it's not bad. It's not a bad thing for humans to have more problems in their lives. That's probably because you want to watch us make fools of ourselves. Yeah. My. If you were a stranger on the road, then your existence would only amuse me if you embarrassed yourself the moment was uploaded on the internet. And if you were my good friend, then I would be needed if you ran into difficulty. Do you see now? No matter what, I end up gaining either way, don't I? Then how about yourself? Do dolls have fewer things troubling them? Well, I can't speak for all dolls, but I do find it easier to feel happy by legally tormenting others. Tickets are only one of my punishment methods, you know. Would you like to try my other methods? Let's save that for my next big problem shows up. Looks like I already missed that one. It's getting late. I should be heading back to base now. May I ask you one last question? How did you find this bar? This isn't a place that people typically visit on their first day in this city. I found it on Kiramiki's blog. You're a fan? A friend is, but she's on patrol duty tonight, and I decided to scout the place on her behalf. Looks like this is one of the looks like this is one of those times where you're needed. Then I won't ask you for your impressions of the bar. At the very least, I got to see a decent side of this godforsaken place. Good night, Miss Bartender. Phew, good job, Jill. Hey, Jill, I'm back. Sorry to keep you waiting for so long. Who's that girl that just left? That was M870, a Griffin doll. Have you seen the news, boss? I haven't just seen the news. I've even taken pictures with a whole bunch of Griffin dolls on the street. They're pretty cool, aren't they? Although they don't wear helmets. But I can't believe you served one of them in person while I was unaround. Yeah, I can hardly believe that I handled a shotgun-toting android who barged into the bar in the middle of the night all by myself and served her a stiff drink.
Wild.
But the funny thing is, it actually felt kind of good. Well, they were designed that way, after all. So, can you guarantee that there will be more Griffin dolls visiting next time? I'd really like to see one. I can't guarantee who will show up next time, but I think more of them will come. I gained 100 intel points with interaction with a customer. Yay! I have acquired sufficient intel points. Would I like to proceed to the next stage? No! Actually, maybe I would. I don't know. But that has been almost an hour and a half. Sorry. That was an hour and a half, so maybe I should call it. What do you think?
I guess like at this point, that's the gist of like
The event.
the whole cycle of the event, right?
Yeah.
Like doing the story stuff.
Yeah, basically.
Going back to this, right?
Yep.
All right.
Yep, that's the cycle.
I guess going back to like missions and stuff would be a good place to start next time.
It would be. It'll probably be tomorrow, if I do it, because the event is very limited on time. Like, it's a very short run thing, so gotta be sure to keep up on it and do it fast.
Yeah.
As it is. So. Sleepy bunny. It is kind of late. Other gachas, I used to, not so much anymore. This is my primary one right now, so that's sort of where I'm at. Like, this is where I sort of dump my time for gachas. I do have another account that's a lot further along, so that's stuff. Yeah.
I know you played D4DJ for a while.
I did play D4DJ for a little bit, which I don't know if that's really a gacha or if it's more of a rhythm game. I know it's very rhythm gamey, but I don't know if there's like gacha elements in it. Like, I didn't play enough. I played the Fire Emblems Heroes for a while. There was like a puzzle bobble type game I think I played for a bit. So there's been a couple, but this is like the primary one. I don't play like Arknights, and I don't play like Grand Blue or I mean, I played Konkole too. Konkole is like one of the like early games, sort of like this. So I did play Konkole for a bit. But yeah, I think we're gonna call it there, because I can just ramble on and on, and I probably shouldn't do that. So I think what we'll do, doing games, lots of games, mostly stuff that I can do in my free time. So I think what I'll do, I think we'll go and we'll do a raid on Zale. Zale's playing Tunic. Because we can either do Zale or Zero. They're like the two sort of lower ones, but I feel like Zero will probably get some viewers in a bit. They tend to have a number.
Okay. What's the raid message?
I don't have one. So I'm a very bad raider, and I don't make raid messages. So we'll just go in there and be like, hey, what's up? How's it going? Sort of. So
that's fair.
We will go off of that. Thank you everyone for stopping in. I know you didn't have to. I know it was last minute, and I'm kind of overlapping with what other people are doing. I was not anticipating this either. Sure, we can do that. That can be our raid message, I guess, if you wanna. It's not. I'm not saying that I'm going to do it.
I was gonna go with this.
Okay, that That also works. We'll do that. Is that a general emote?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a global emote.
Okay, that's good. So then everyone should be able to use that. So we'll do that. All right. Can I not raid Zale because he's intended for mature audiences? I thought... I already have a raid in progress. You did get here, like, right at the end. Yeah, sorta. Whoops. Yeah, it's Valhalla event. I don't know if you've started playing it yet. We might be raiding soon. Apparently I have a raid in progress. But I don't know where it's at. Maybe? Anyway. Apparently the raid can only last like a minute. I can't see it happening. Does anyone else see like the raid thing happening? Because I don't. Ah, that's fair.
Raid thing?
The raid that'll pop up.
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool. So we should be going at some point. I don't know when. I can't see it to like make it happen. So whenever it happens, this is the raid message, I suppose, because Holly said so. So just keep an eye out for the raid, and then when it happens, it happens. Yeah. Again, thank you. Thank you everyone for stopping by.